Welcome back, ninjas. So today we are solving Leetcode number 152, Maximum Product Subarray. So here given an integer array nums and we need to return the subarray which is having the maximum product. So for here in example 1 they gave the array 2, 3, -2 and 4. Here with the 2 and 3 the product would be 6. So 6 is the maximum product. So let's start with the brute force approach. The brute force approach calculates the product of all possible subarrays. So we need to first iterate and calculate the product of each subarray and keep track the maximum product of encountered. So first initially we need to check for the test cases. So if the array is empty, null, or array length is equals to 0, we need to return 0 because it was the initial test case. If nums equals to null for checking the array is empty, or if nums dot length equals to 0 if array is empty, so we need to return 0. If the test case is passed, the approach would be we need to iterate. We need to iterate through the array. For iteration we use for loop, that's everyone knows that. And now we also calculate the product of each subarray, and also we need to return the maximum product. This is the final thing. These are the steps that we need to do for getting the output. So we need to return the max product, then we need to iterate through the array. Here I am taking n equals to nums dot length, and a max product would be integer dot min value. I am comparing every time with the max product for getting the maximum element. So here min value we have ever know that -2 power 31. So we need to iterate throughout the array with the, so here it is a brute force approach. We use two nested loops. So the first outer loop starts with from 0. So in the inner loop it starts with j, which also starts from I. So we need to calculate the product of each array by using the product number. So for each number we use the product equals to product into nums of 5. This calculates the every element product, and we need to return the maximum product by using math.max operation. Every time it checks the two variables product and max product and gives the maximum, so it returns the maximum product. So all the test cases are passed. So this is the brute force approach for maximum product subarray. It takes off n square time complexity because here we use two for loops, and there is no extra space is required here, so the space complexity is of 1. That's it for this brute force approach. So here next we need to find out the optimized code. So for optimizer solution, it is also known as dynamic programming with cadence variation. So this approach uses two variables, current max and current min, to track the maximum and minimum products at each index, as multiplying by a negative number can flip the sign. So initially in this optimizer code also we need to check for the test cases. So for this the first step was initializing the variables. and we need to traverse the entire array, and if elements are negative we need to swap them, and finally we return the maximum product. These are the steps that we need to do to get the optimized code for this. So initially for checking the test cases, if we need to find out if the array is if array having null values, or if the length of the array is equals to 0, we need to return 0. This is the test case that we need to initial test case that we need to find out, and later on we need to initialize the variables. Here I am taking current max and current min, which is all nums of 0, which takes the first element of that array, and current product also the nums of 0 I am currently taking. So here we need to traverse the array. So starting from the second element, here I equals to 1, which is from the second element, because all the elements nums of 0 are the first elements. We need to check that if the current element is negative, if it is less than 0, we take a variable temp, and in temp, so here we need to swapping the current max and current min if the elements are negative elements, and update the current max and current min with the maximum and minimum of the current element, or the product of the current element with the previous values. Here the current max will be the maximum element of nums of 5, and the current max into nums of 5. It returns the current max, and all the two current max and current min are same. It gives the maximum and minimum elements. With the help of these two, we need to find out the current product, which is maximum element, either current product or current max. So find the current product will be either current product or current max. So here we update the global maximum current product at each step, which gives us the max product. So later on, finally we need to return the current product, which gives the maximum product of the current subarray. So let's run the code. So all the test cases are passed successfully. So we need to find out that the time complexity. Here we are only using a single for loop. So the time complexity of this current optimized code is O of n, and we didn't require any extra space, so the space complexity is O of 1. So this is the code, optimized code. Thank you.